Hey everyone, welcome to the Maverick channel, and we talk about crypto content of all sorts, everything in crypto. So Fetch.ai, one of the companies that's a leader in creating digital twins and autonomous agents using multi-agent systems and combining that with blockchain technology. They just released their roadmap 2022 to 2023. So guys, let's just straight away jump right into it. So this was actually tweeted out by Fetch.ai, the Fetch Road Map of 2022 to 2023. Swipe right to see what comes next. And on top of that tweet, they were like, we are excited to share the Fetch.ai network roadmap for Q3, Q4 2022, Q1, Q2 2023. For Q3, Q4 2022, we aim to deliver the following. So the external protocol integrations, core products and tools like the Fetch Wallet, Fetch Station, AEA framework as well. So we have the Starfleet, which is the native DEX. They actually released a decentralized exchange, a test, which they're working on. So that's the native DEX that you're seeing here and more. So this is what they're going to be talking about. Let's first look at the images here. Of course, there's a lot of other follow-ups here on the tweet, but let's first look at some of these the infographics that they put for us here. Now, the first thing, guys, this is pretty exciting. Q3, Q4 2022, Fetch.ai network, regular and periodic maintenances, upgrade of the Fetch.ai network. We've been seeing these things happening. External protocol integrations, guys, this was pretty exciting. Integrate with Axila Bridge to support bidirectional transfer of Axila supported EVM assets, including popular stablecoins between EVM ecosystems and the Fetch ecosystem. Now, guys, if you're not sure what that means, if you've used the Osmosis DEX, then you'll understand that without the Terra Luna UST, there's really no other stablecoins. So what you can find here is actually things like USDC. And what you see right over here, you see Axila. Now, this is a very interesting company because it has successfully onboarded EVM compatible, so crypto or infrastructure that's compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. It now exists on the Cosmos ecosystem through them and through the Osmosis DEX. Now you can click, for example, a stablecoin like USDC, and you can see the ticker down here. It's Axila bringing this data. So you understand why it's extremely exciting that Fetch.ai has thought this far. So we have EVM assets, including popular stablecoins that you've seen, USDC, between the EVM ecosystem and the Fetch ecosystem. Very good job, guys. Integrate with the subquery indexer protocol to bring fast querying capabilities to the other Fetch.ai network products, such as Fetch Wallet and the Fetch Explorer. Guys, I'm not going to explain too much on these. These guys are doing decentralized identities. Their infrastructure is basically about storing data, querying data, Oracle systems. So if you use like the interplanetary file system, if you've tried to develop on Filecoin using that storage data, you understand that you need sort of like a query system. You can relay information, you know where it is. So this is all needed as part of the infrastructure that they're doing. And a more technical person will actually understand the importance of this given their nature of their product. They have multi-agent based systems. They create these autonomous economic agents, and which they're now calling digital twins. And they actually released a dashboard, which I'll talk about some other day, which is pretty interesting. They're building a dashboard to actually navigate these twins without learning the programming part, but the programming part is extremely exciting as well. So Q3, Q4 2022, the Fetch Wallet features, integrating wallet to wallet messaging notifications services, including group messaging and group notification support. Guys, you know there's a lot of people. Actually, there's a crypto person that I like to follow. He's called Maddie from DCO Blogger. He does a lot of stuff in the metaverse. He tweeted out like 2 days ago saying, MetaMask, could we have like a way to message chat, wallet to wallet chat? So the fact that Fetch.ai is thinking about this, guys, that's very good. That's like 10 points on that one. So swap support with integration of the Fetch.ai network ecosystem DEX, Starfleet. Guys, of course, you have to have a swap feature when you're looking at these DEXs. And I hope they're actually able to do a DEX that's as complete as Osmosis, but simple as Uniswap. You get what I mean? So you can do all these IBC transfers, including NFTs as well. If they can implement NFTs, that would be super awesome. But for what they've done so far, what you guys have done so far, amazing. So Fetch Station Explorer features, interesting. Improved UI and UX for general areas such as accounts and governance proposals, and ability to query and interact with contracts, NFT support and stuff like that. So I imagine a Fetch Station is like if you blow up the Fetch wallet and make it a functional dashboard as well, then you have, of course, better user interfaces and, of course, NFT support. These are standards that have established themselves in the crypto space. I also like the fact that they're talking about now the autonomous economic agents, and they're talking about the autonomous economic agent framework and the agent communication network. These are some of the core features that they had in the beginning that I was extremely excited about, and I'm really happy that they're in the roadmap. So increasing community engagement to gather feedback for future feature development. Guys, this is extremely important. You need to build community presence, because this is where you can test features most times for free. Like the reviews I do for Fetch, they're not paid reviews, so you get a first-hand feedback of your product. So that is really good that they're looking at that. So initial set of agent component examples and crowdsourced examples for the AA registry, of course, showing more examples, and I think I'll review the dashboard sometime and you guys would sort of put perspective of this. Then there's Genesis Shell tool. Initial beta release of Genesis Shell tool to provide scaffolding for bootstrapping, dApp development on the Fetch network. Guys, I imagine this is similar to what, for example, if you go to Windows, there's a Windows shell. If you go to Linux, there's a command line interface. So I imagine this is a way to sort of integrate with the Fetch parts. There's so many, but they come together so nicely. So this is very nice. Just like you see Decentraland, one of the biggest metaverses, they actually built an SDK. Now, because they have an SDK, you can do a lot more than just using their builder tool. So with the SDK, you have basically the sky is your limit and the talent is your limit. So very good that Fetch is looking at stuff like that. And then Q3, Q4 2022, ecosystem and community non-exhaustive list. Launch Fetch improvement proposal process. That's very nice. So people can vote on these proposals, look at them, review them. Launch of Fetch's digital twin platform application. That's the dashboard that I think they're talking about here. They're trying to refine it and stuff like that. Launch of Atomic's real world assets. This is extremely good that they're talking about this lending protocol on the testnet. Launch of real world assets backed stablecoin on the testnet. We know Atomics is something Fetch.ai has been working on in the past, where essentially they want to democratize, connect real world assets like land, cars, real estate, whatever you want to do, connect that to a DEX, and then you can lend, borrow, liquid farm, do all that kind of stuff by using real world assets, physical assets, as represented as digital goods. So we're talking about sort of, it's very interesting, synthetic assets paired with real world assets. So launch of Fetch.ai network ecosystem, the DEX Starfleet, they're working on the Starfleet exchange. Guys, I'm hoping that this exchange, of course on their roadmap, actually on Starfleet roadmap, they have that they want to integrate IBC in the future. They want to integrate bot swap as well. I'll get a day and I'll also review their Starfleet DEX. They want to integrate bot swap, which is one of the technologies I'm excited about in the Fetch.ai ecosystem, because it actually works and it's needed in the market. So guys, please try to develop that fast enough, because I think that will be one of the most successful products out there. So launch of launch of Fetch.ai network ecosystem DEX Starfleet. Launch of Get My Slice GDPR compliant data sharing. Guys, we know Fetch.ai is into decentralized identities. We know they're into privacy, so implementing privacy in there. So we see the privacy thing is a bit shaky, as we just saw in the United States, Tornado Cash being deemed put on the wanted most criminal product out there, with one developer actually detained. So the privacy thing, we all know it's extremely important, but we want to level that. So that's what Fetch.ai is trying to do, because there is a GDPR laws. People need their privacy, their data private. So the good thing, at least within Europe, that kind of stuff is looked at. It's very good, of course, that Fetch.ai is still, building on to staying with those core values that they had in the beginning, because that's the reason why most of us got involved in there, because of those core values. And then 2023, so they're thinking as far as 2023, which is pretty interesting, which is pretty exciting that they're doing that. Fetch.ai network 4max release supporting Cosmos SDK Lambda upgrade. So guys, these software development kits for navigating the crypto landscape, programming, engaging with smart contracts and stuff like that, they're constantly upgraded to meet with the standards that are existing standards in the crypto space. So there's a 4max release, the Gemini release supporting Cosmos SDK Epsilon upgrade version 10. Then external integrations. Add support for generic messaging passing from Axilla Bridge to support cross-chain and cross-ecosystem compatibility. Guys, this is extremely important. The fact that they're doing Starfleet, which will eventually include NFTs and of course cryptos that's compatible with EVM, and the Fetch network is already embedded with the inter-blockchain communication protocol, which means they already have this inter-chain standard within them, so they have to eventually just connect these parts together. This would be pretty amazing, create some insane network effects, guys. So support upstream changes to the Axilla Bridge integration. Upstream is mostly related to uploading, so there's downstream data and upstream data, so this obviously is very good. They were looking at something similar with IOTA, but it's to do with data batches and stuff like that. Yeah, but that IOTA is a separate thing as well. This is separate. We're looking at their roadmap now, and I guess Axilla is the best player they have, and also building their own product. So support upstream changes for the subquery indexer integration. And first of all, before we read this last part, let's look at here. For Q1, Q2 2023, we will continue to focus on Fetch.ai network-related upgrades. Guys, there's a Spanish translator, that's why it's showing red. Core upgrades on native Fetch products and tools, and launch of Atomix DeFi on the Fetch mainnet. Very, very good. Very good. I'm really glad to see that they're looking at Atomix and they're talking about it. So the Fetch wallet features. Let's look at this infographic as well. Products and tools. Fetch wallet features. Native mobile wallet. Very good. Bidirectional open banking integration. I don't know what that means, but it's good. Support for EVM chains. Very good. Swap support for EVM assets using the Axilla Bridge. Off-chain decentralized peer-to-peer communication support wallet. Off-chain decentralized peer-to-peer communication support. That's extremely amazing. And they can actually obtain this off-chain standard, because if you look at their AEA framework, the agents are made to operate as layer 2 scaling solutions. They can operate on-chain, off-chain. They're dynamic, so you can use them off-chain. You don't necessarily have to deal with the blockchain throughput and this and that. You can use them off-chain, which is pretty amazing, which means the Oracle system is more efficient, faster, and finality just happens on the blockchain. Very good. So Fetch Station Explorer features. Wait, there was one I missed. Wallet-based analytics. Obviously, everyone needs analytics. It just makes your life easier. It saves time, and it adds an extra layer of professionalism, which saves time, which is extremely important. Fetch Station Explorer features launch of the Fetch name service. Name service is extremely popular. Very good. AEA, or Autonomous Economic Agent Framework, and Agent Communication network. So improved AEA registry, so registering your agent, improved AEA graphical UI, and then the Genesis shell tool. So guys, this is extremely amazing. Lastly, actually their last infographic, ecosystem and community non-exhaustive list, launch of Atomix Real World. They've already talked about this, so I guess they're going to be refining that part. So guys, that is it with the Fetch.ai roadmap. It's a summarization of a lot of things that take a lot of time. So don't expect these things to be just laid out there, perfectly released and everything. They're going to have to constantly iterate and make sure they integrate with the industry standards right now that are most effective. They have the advantage of the fact that they already understand Cosmos so well. I think better than most ecosystems out there. At least they are at par with understanding the Cosmos ecosystem almost just as much as Atom, which is the biggest, if not the leader, the Bitcoin of the Cosmos ecosystem. So they have a very good understanding of the Cosmos ecosystem. They have a very good understanding of the Ethereum virtual machine ecosystem. They have built bridges before, so you can move your ERC20 tokens to the Cosmos side on the FetchNet, or you could move them. So they have a very good understanding of EVM bridges. They've built products on the Binance chain, which means they have an understanding of building products aside, like Metalix and stuff like that. So the good thing about these guys is that they not only want to integrate or do these interchain standards and whatnot, or integrate these different products, but they also have practical experience building products within these ecosystems. So that is the reason why I'm extremely excited about this team, and whatever happens in the end, at least the journey has been extremely fulfilling to me, because I've learned so much, I've met awesome people along the way, and I really can't wait to see how these things actually materialize. So even if we can't really predict to see how all this will end up in the future, because we can't predict the future, all I can say is I like the thinking. They are they are on par with the trends right now, which is it. They have it. So congratulations, guys. We can't wait to see how this materializes. Thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you learned something, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.